get it back for you. Perfect. Shields down, teleports a few times like an asshole. Once. Yep. He always existed, whatever. I'm gonna shit. Alright, so map team will pick up this one. This one goes to map team. Us up here, keep in mind if you pick up a map charge from the Berserker down below between our Berserker teams, you always bring it up to the map, which is this guy right here. You will also see where the next Berserker spawn, and so you can start heading to the Berserker from the map area. At this part, feel free to use your arrows to get there as quickly as possible. This guy is this way, for example. Hey Lana, are we close?
Yeah, it's up to the world.
Yeah, so if you guys move to VX, this is the Berserker we need to kill right here. So he's guarded by two Marauders, you want to try to take a decent edge out before we bait. Oh, that works too. Alright, so kill him. Reap, pick up first. You get a number.
2.
Your kill. So, the other Berserker team, Killer, and so you guys will accompany Reap to the charging point for 2. You guys just do that when you get there. There's going to be 2 servitors that spawn. As soon as those 2 servitors are dead, you'll be able to put it in the charging point.
Yes.
When you guys are done, find your way over to VX. I'm heading over to the next Berserker right now. I'm actually on. Alright, so I'm at the next Berserker right now. Wasting dick. Go. Yeah, I'm at the next Berserker right now, so you guys just make your way over to me. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and bait him, so get ready to choose back. Alright, so Killer and Classic over here on VX. No, you're good. No, it's fine. So this guy right here. So Killer, you'll pick up first.
2.
And then the other charge is going to be 5. So pick up this charge right here. Oh, wait. Hey, Chris. Yeah, so try... Oh, next time, you're fine. Goth, you and I need to start heading to number 2, because he's not going to be able to put it in if we're not there. Yep, you're heading the right way.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, it's just bad.
Alright, are you able to catch the rest of him?
I think so. You guys have time to get you? Come.
Yeah, Lana. Where's next Berserker? Hey, Dread, do you have it? Where's next Berserker?
Close to 2.
North of 1.
North of 1.
I'll get Pillar. Did you get Chris? Please. Oh no. Oh no. He's right here, I think. Not me.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, it's close to 2. You guys on me?
We're not got enough time. Yeah, so just remember, when we ever kill the Berserkers, between the 2 teams, one person always puts first, one person pick up second. We're going to run out of time. We have to charge the battery at the map to charge it. So we'll go ahead and just we will write the white, but you guys can see it's not too bad. It's just about getting around and some Berserkers are in bad spots or they're assholes, or we're trying to traverse the map and I don't know whether Clock is a Berserker my way and I just got pinned up against a wall, shot, and now my Sparrow is blown up. that doesn't happen. Shit. First day we were in this raid. It was rough. It was very rough. But, we were all like 625 or something like that. We beat it. But it was very rough, so we learned very, very quickly that Sparrow discipline was important. But, yes, with the batteries...
Very recommended.
What?
For the raid.
Oh, it's 6, what, 40?
610, I think. Oh.
Yeah.
So you can actually at 610,
But the recommended power.
640.
Yeah, because the final encounter is 650. But yeah, this encounter though, just like it's a lot of explanation that went over. But once again, it's simple. It's Team 1, Team 2 go down below. Team 1 will pick up the first set of batteries. Team 2 will pick up the second set of batteries. Team 1 picks up the third set, and Team 2 picks up the fourth set. We're just alternating who's picking up batteries as our teams down below. This guy, like I said, you always want to make sure that you have someone identifying, like, yeah, I'm going to bait him, like me right now. I'm baiting. Look at me, eventually. Alright. Check. He's baited, then teleports once. What the fuck is that? There's the second time.
Pretty sure that was the third.
That was the third time?
Yeah.
He teleports, but you guys kill him, map team picks up the first battery, starts the encounter, and then once again, anytime you come up to the map to put the battery in, down below as Berserker team, you will also be able to see where the next Berserker spawns, just like we can right here, and you'll just start heading to that Berserker right away. So this guy's directly to our south, and let me know if I'm on.
You're right in front of them. Off to the east a little.
Yep, got him right here. Same exact spot. Yeah, so you have to come over to the X. So I'm gonna go bait his ass right now. His chest is open up to me. Shoot him. Cool. And we just beat the shit out of him. We pick up first.
Alright, you're 5.
So you're back up the map.
Next one is 4.
And I'm 4. So this is where so the other Berserker team, Classic and Killer, you guys hop on your Sparrows and start deadheading to 4. Thank God I'm a Warlock for this.
Start heading to the next Berserker.
Yep. So you can see him up on the map where you need to go to, you just start heading over there. Don't engage with him, just kill some Marauders if you can, and then we will help you out here in a moment. Is he, he's on top of the roof? Alright.
Yeah. Nope,
Yep.
that's not him. Keep going north. Nope. Keep going north and then to the west.
So is it on VX then?
Yep. You see him? It's off to your south as well. On the roof.
Yep, he's right here. He's on VX. He's on VX. So up top X. Alright, so I'll bait. He doesn't hop off the roof like an asshole. Yep. Like he just did. Baiting. Oh god, piece of shit. Yeah, when he's jumping off the roof like that, man, he's a complete dick. Will you stop for a second, man? Back up for a second. This guy's being a fucking asshole right now, dude. Alright, just let him run away for a second. Let him run away for a second. Not playing this game. Alright, there he is. Alright, I got a chest. There we go. Alright, the Killer you'll pick up first. And then Chris you'll pick up second. Alright.
5.
Alright.
2.
So you're 2, so you gotta head this way. Wow. 40 fucking times in this raid. I've never had Berserker be such a dick before.
I blame Chris.
His ass was trying to get to his butt buddies, and his marauders, sorry. That's why he was like running away.
Yeah, who else?
Alright, second server is coming out. Alright, cool. Alright. So Killer, you're heading to the next server, right?
It's off to the west a little. Someone's on.
Oh, yep, right here. I got him.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm baiting. Oh. This is gonna hurt. That's fine. Alright, so go ahead. Baited. Perfect. Alright, so Reed, you pick up first.
2.
I'm 3, and I'm 5. This is good RNG, by the way. Sometimes it's not that good.
Yeah, you should probably try and make it up here. Yeah. Got about a bar left.
Alright, next one is all the way by 4, by the way. Ah, shit, it's in the, hard one.
Come.
Yeah, I need you to come.
Alright, Dread, I'm gonna leave you.
Dread, I need you to give me an idea of where this guy's at.
Yeah.
Close.
You're close?
Where is he at?
It's on the ground.
Is he on
I hear him.
Someone's on him? Yep.
he's on top of the
Oh,
roof? No?
am I on him? On the floor?
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, he's on me. Next
Alright.
to the canal.
Waiting.
Oh.
Alright, so Killer, pick up first.
I don't make sure to
5?
look at the map.
What the? Oh, 5. What's that one? Just pick up Chris.
4?
4? Okay,
Perfect.
hey. Oh yeah, we actually are at 4 right now. Yep. Because we're about to blow up. No.
Oh.
We couldn't, maybe?
Yep.
Yep.
Stuck nose.
Are you good?
Oh, no worries.
I was looking for the names up on the buildings.
Yeah, that was a good run though.
At least you guys have more idea of what to do. Yeah, the moment the first person picks up, they get told their number, pick up right away for the second person.
The hardest part is just trying to find out where you're at once you turned around a couple times.
Yeah, so it's a little bit hard to navigate, being as you guys haven't really set foot in the raid before. If you're going back up to map, it's a little bit easier if you already have 2 names on the map. But on the ground, it's more so, at least being new, so to say. It's like follow the people that are going to be heading ahead of you, because they'll know where to go. It's just, you won't be able to always take the same path as them, because it's not going to be the shortest path for you. It's not the shortest path for them, for example. I'm gonna go bait.
Tried to stole it.
me know if we're on the land.
Yep.
Alright.
Nope. Two of you
Oh,
are
I
on. Nobody's on.
That's on.
Let's see, who is it? It goes? It goes?
Yep, I'm on. Yep, this is right here.
Oh, he's right there. See him.
I can get behind him. Yeah, I'll bait him. I'll bait him.
Yeah.
Alright, reap.
One. Next one's 5.
Good. Man, let me know if I'm close to him. Sorry, I'm not bothering you, brother.
God, so needy.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
on.
I got him. Alright, so come over to BX by number 2. Alright, I'm gonna go beat. Alright, killer, pick up first as soon as he goes down.
Right, 4? No, you're 5, my bad. Next one is 3.
Another classic, you're 3.
No, it's one on the left side.
Yep.
Just follow Ghost.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, like, getting to know the map just comes with being inside the raid more. Trust me, like when we did this day 1, we had no fucking idea where we were going.
Or,
Yeah. Okay, where's the second? There he is.
yep. Alright, next Berserker is just north of 3 in the road.
Oh, I got a fight. Alright, yeah, it's over here. By VX. I'm baiting. Are you still ionized, Goth? I'll pick up first.
Alright, you're 5. And you're 1.
Okay, it's not so fast. We have plenty of time. Let's go. When you guys get done, head over to VX. Is it by 2 lane now?
Yep.
He's almost 2. Go up the road.
Yeah, the east
Where
or
are you going? He's north of 2.
Oh, is he right now?
Yep, once he's on him.
Yeah, that's where I was heading to.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yep, go on
I'll bait. It's gonna hurt. Nope, get it. Alright, so don't kill him just yet. Like, hold off on killing him. Wait for your ionize to go down. Oh no,
Oh, no.
I'm about to get lagged out. Alright. Alright, killer.
1. You want?
Yep. Oh, perfect. Yep, one's over here.
Yep.
So, you're gonna see right here, we're gonna... So, probably by the time you... by the time you get 5 up there, the account's probably gonna be over. This will be the 4th one that we put in at the bottom of the fire breath the counter. So go ahead, put in. Boom. So come over. You guys can come over to 1, by the way. Those force barriers that we talked about. So you're gonna die. Sorry. Sorry, man. It had to end like this. You're gonna die. It was, huh.
Really the one exotic I need.
That's hopefully it's a better roll than what I have. I got Phoenix Protocol again, which was the last exotic I needed with my Warlock, and I got it like 3 or 4 weeks ago for the collections badge. Now it's not my second one. Yeah, so you can go ahead and hop down this hole. The loot treasure chest in this raid, when one person approaches it, it picks it up for everyone. So this reflected in the first encounter. It is heavily gated on how fast you get it from the map, and it is RNG a little bit too, because obviously if you pick up one at 2, you have to go all the way to 4. It takes a little bit longer. If you're not a Warlock who can skate across the map, like old school Destiny 1 Titan skating, it's going to be a little bit slower, but it comes down to how quickly you can get across the map. That and getting to know the map more just comes with being inside the raid. So obviously, Greg and I have done it. Dred's done it like about 1,000 times now, so we're able to coordinate the map a little bit more. Very first day the raid came out, that was not the case. by any means, it was terrible. It's got off. This part right here, this is just a maze. I've been orienting myself at the center of the map, which is what I tell everyone to do. Otherwise, you guys are going to get very lost in here. So let's see here. I think I already know where to go, but I'm just going to go to the center of the map anyways. Yeah, I know where to go. You can hop on your Sparrow in here to make things go by quicker. Sometimes you will get bugged out and you will not have a light here, which is really annoying.
I don't have one, for example, right now. I rely on Eberron now.
Yep, so right here, over the BX, you guys see the black tubing in here? This is different, and then it goes like silver, and we go into this room right here. This is the back middle of the room. There is also a path over on the other side, same exact thing. There will be black tubing. This is what identifies to you that you are heading to a middle front or middle back of the room. The hidden path to get through this maze is, you can't really see it from here, but it's basically off to our right. If you see these 2 giant balls right in front of you and you come to the center of the room, following the black tubing, you're in the back of the room. If you are on the other side and these black balls in front of us are further away, you are in the front of the room. So follow me really quick. Once again, black tubing identifies you're going to a center front or center back of the room. Because I've done this 1,000 times, I can show you guys where the secret path is going to be this guy in the wall right here. It took us, I don't know, like 45 minutes to figure out the first time.
It was bad.
Oh my god.
Right, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, so sometimes you guys finish up the Berserker encounter. The charging point number 1, the force barrier was down because it was the last charging point that had a battery put in. Sometimes it will end on 2, 3, or 4. So where you drop in at will be different. So it does not necessarily mean you're going to follow the exact same path to get to the middle of the room or to the exit. Just bear in mind that as long as you can orient yourself at the center of the room, it makes it a little bit easier to find your way. If the balls are close to you, and you're looking at the balls directly in front of you, the path is off to your right. If the balls are further away from you, that means you're in the front middle of the room, the hidden path will be off to your left. There's always going to be in the same side, same area, and it's just how you get to it is going to be a little bit different. This part right here is notorious because you're going to hate people that you play with sometimes because of this encounter. I'm sure you guys have an idea what's going to happen here. What I recommend here is quick summon sparrows, a quick summon ghost, something of the sort, because there's going to be parts where you might need to hop off. This is going to be the Servitor of Death Reaper chase of Doom. I don't know. It's gonna be a giant ball of fire coming your way, quite simply. So all I can say here is you're only going to get proficient at this by doing it over and over again. To start the encounter and to end this encounter normally, you need to have 2 people start it by punching these switches directly in front of this giant gate that holds a dark, ominous-looking black ball in the background. So one would punch one over there, I would punch one over here, and that's when the encounter starts. The 2 people who are punching are going to be usually the last ones in line. Everyone else will be kind of in a single file line or to the left to the right of each other. The moment the door opens, you go. So under normal circumstances, to beat this encounter, you need to have 2 people make it to the end. However, there is a secret test along the way that requires that 8 buttons are hit along the path. These things are, once again, it's hard to explain what they look like. They're going to look like giant red nipples. When you drive by them, you're going to hear a beep, and the button's going to turn green. This is all while you're being chased by a servitor. They are along the path of travel, so they're not really out of your way, but some of them require that people take paths. There's not a whole lot. You're either going to be going left or right, or left or right. It's pretty much it's the only decisions you're going to make here. But once all 8 buttons are hit, the room that you'll be entering looks exactly like this. Like when the encounter ends, it's just going to be on another side of the vault, and a gate's going to open up, revealing an alternate path to take. This servitor's still going to chase you, so you still need to outrace the servitor, but once you get to the very top of this final part, there's a secret chest that gives you a chance of getting the exotic sparrow. Speaking of that, I need to transfer mine over. The exotic sparrow... Sorry, go ahead.
That are used to this, so you guys need to try to go for it?
Usually, yeah, but really, I mean, it just takes a few tries to do. Like I said, it's not a huge deal that we wipe a few times because you guys are only going to get experience in this if we just do it. So if we don't get it, then it's fine. We got time to do this. The exotic sparrow is a random drop from the chest, and those who have it, it reduces enemies' aggression towards you, meaning not that they won't shoot you, but when they shoot you, they act like stormtroopers. They miss about every shot. When you guys are driving through this area, if you're trailing directly behind someone, bear in mind, most of the ads that are shooting at the person in front of you are going to miss him, and they're going to trail, as in you're going to drive past them, so you're going to be getting shots in the back. If you're directly behind someone, those shots are going to hit you. Drags with scorch cannons are, respect them. You can see the shots trail past, tracking someone in front of you. You don't want to follow the same path of travel as them. Just be very careful and mindful about being directly behind someone's ass. If you get stuck on a wall, stop boosting. Be patient because there's going to be rotating walls, like as in like a circular wall where a small hole is going to open up. Be patient, save your boost, and use it whenever the hole opens up again. Use a quick summon sparrow or have a ghost that is quick summoning because it will make your life a little bit easier. Not saying it's going to be what you need, but it does help things go along a little bit quicker. Aside from that, it's really just, if you need to hop off your sparrow at some point because it's about to blow up, hop off when there's no ads around, because there's going to be a few breaks where we don't have anything really shooting at us. Take advantage of it if you need to hop off your sparrow and resummon. Lena, I will have you and I started. Dread, do me a favor, try to hit the ones on top. I will hit the ones on the bottom. Alright?
Okay. Yep.
Swap back to a quicker one.
Your worst enemy here is not the boss chasing you, is not the ads shooting at you, is going to be your teammates.
Or yourself.
Or yourself, yeah. Like I said, you'll see very quickly that you'll be going along, you'll be having a good roll, and out of nowhere someone's going to come in and sideswipe you, and then your sparrow's going to be blown up by a fiery ball of death.
Yeah, usually our clan members are really good about not bumping everyone out of their way, but there are a couple who still do that, so just be aware whenever you're inexperienced runs.
Yeah, you don't have to be immediately up front to outlast the servitor. I always go, I go last, Like I start at the very bottom of the pack, and I make it all the way to the end each time, and I'm well ahead of the server. So you don't have to be boosting constantly. You can let off your boost, let it recharge for a second, hop off, and hop back on. You know the server is close behind you when you start getting burn damage. Your Sparrow does go faster than the server. That mine. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Go ahead. Then. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were down here.
Go ahead. Yep, this is the hole right here. This is where you have to be patient. If you need to let someone go by, let them go by. Because otherwise, yeah, this is gonna happen. Yeah. So that hole right there, that is the notorious, that is the killer of this run, is that guy right there. They're not gonna hit him, but
Guardian down.
yeah.
As crazy it is, it's actually fun.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it's
Yeah, when we did it the first time, we were sitting here, we were just laughing our asses off for 45 minutes straight, and after about an hour, we were getting really, or slightly annoyed. So just couldn't get to the end.
yeah, because we have to keep in mind, this is still a 640 encounter. Our highest light level this time was, what, you were 634? Yeah. Being 625, 626, anything that really hits you, you're dead. Yeah, stand your ground, Dread. Stand your ground, Dread.
You got him?
Nope. Yeah, so with this, that one wall we all got stuck on, if you need to stop your boost because you're not going to make the cut to the wall, stop your boost and be patient, because that's the killer for this one. If the hole is going up the wall, chances are you're probably not going to make it. Just wait for the hole to come back through to where you don't have to scale up a wall on your Sparrow. Otherwise, you're just going to flip over.
Yeah, I figured that out.
How many people have
Do we? So to end the encounter legitimate, like by normal standards, if you open up the secret path, only one needs to make it through. Yeah, okay. You guys ready? Alright, then I'll go up top, I'll let you go to the bottom.
Got the bottom one.
Jed, you go right, I'll go left.
Alright.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Really? I'm not gonna hit the button.
Guardian down.
Oh no, you just have to be next to them. Yeah. Do a burn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to outrace the server. So this is the room at the end. Secret room is off to the left. I'm not gonna be able to outrun this guy though. No. Fucking Warlock. I fucking hate the Warlock so much in this part. It's not too bad. It's just, like I said, it comes down to that you get more familiarized with it. The very first part, if you're going up top, just keep your boost on. Because otherwise, if you stop your boost in between, you're going to get stuck, and you're going to fall off the Sparrow, and it's just going to get blown up. So just keep your boost on to the first part. And just when you start getting through the holes in the wall, If you're not gonna make it, then stop your boost.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to get like a checkpoint on this and another character, and just be able to come back like with another person and like kind of speed run it like over and over again just to get used to it.
We have people do that. We'll secure checkpoints for people for like that too. If that's something that you're interested in, I mean, we'll probably do a run later on. We can also secure a checkpoint later on too, for people that want to train on this. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Alright, you're good, you're good. Like I said, like I'm not always on my boost. Like, I usually slow down for a second. At the bottom. Right here, wait for the hole in the wall to come, and then boost through it. Don't just boost into the wall. Cause that is the killer right there. That's what kills a lot of people, is just trying to boost to the wall. I got the one on the left, I got the one on the right, I got the one on the right.
Oh, we're locked out.
Good job, Chris.
Someone get the one on the left?
Yes, I think Chris got it.
He did. I hit one of them.
No, it didn't register. Damn it.
Oh, we missed another one. Oh, you're the last one line.
Alright. You guys ready?
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go now.
That's fine. Kinda skate over there. Oh god.
I got the one on the left.
Guardian down.
Oh, it's a cooldown.
Actually, I got the one on the right. Never mind, I got the one on the right. Oh, fuck me.
Guardian down.
I gotta say
I
this
fucking hate the walk. Stop watching this part. Oh, man.
great run on behalf of the Sherpas.
If those two make it, then they can lose it. Or, yeah, if they pick you guys can switch it at the end. Because they're not gonna... We ain't hit all the buttons. Oh, no. Oh, yep. Yeah, Jeb, I get to hit one of the switches.
Hey, Jed, if you want to get a bottom one at the beginning, I'll just go up top.
Okay.
Looks like Borderlands, MMORPG.
Yes. So, Bill Michael.
Oh, there's Borderlands? Oh, okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? Oh, you're good, you're good. I gotta wait for it to come through and then boost to it. There you go.
No. Oh, someone got the right one?
I don't know.
I'll check. Yep, it's fine.
Alright, I'll get the one right over here. Oh, I think it's the last one.
Perfect. To your left? To your left again? Yep, and then up those ramps.
Yeah, follow the ramp up.
Alright, and then just jump up there.
Yeah, follow the path up, get up as quickly as you possibly can.
Perfect. Alright.
Perfect.
Oh! Alright,
made it.
and now you go to your right. Do you see that little hole? If you look down, walk up to the edge.
Here.
Yep, right there. Yep. Perfect.
There you go. Secret chest, good job.
Man. Got the learner. Got the learner to carry us
Our learner
there.
fucking made it. Our learner made it to the end. That's a new one. That's a first in like the fucking 30 training runs we've done. That's a first. Alright, so this up here, guys, this is a single file line, because otherwise you'll start bumping into people. Follow myself and Meg. It's basically scaling the power boxes.
Around the corner.
Yep. Then you can follow Meg. So there's a box over there. You have to kind of jump around. There you go. And that this one over here. And then you can jump to this platform. And then right here.
Basically, when you're in here, you always want to go left.
Yep. Yeah. Jed knows the way, so you follow me. So follow the path. Anytime you come left or right, a pathway, always go left. Follow the path along. Left to right. Go left, of course.
And off to our right through that window here, that's where our final loot is going to be down.
That's what we're here for.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, right?
Alright.
Okay.
So that's where our final dude is gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just straight up from here. Is everyone up here?
Yeah, he went to the bathroom, I think.
Alright, so I'm gonna go make some coffee. So take about 2 or 3 minutes. This room right here, I'm not gonna go into detail just yet. This is gonna be where boss phase 1 and boss phase 2 take place. We are in boss phase 1 encounter. This encounter is now a 6:45 encounter. Not that it really makes a difference, because this is a very short encounter. It's very easy to get through. Actually, no. While I'm making coffee, I'll just explain it whenever Killer's back. So far, you guys impressed with the three?
I like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
quick.
like it's kind of like a strike. Once you've done enough, like in the car practice right now, then even more 23 minutes or so. That wasn't even like us going for a speed run. That was just us going through it, knocking everything out, I guess.
Would this
But yeah,
be faster than either world?
yes, technically yes, because there's a little more that you can do to like encounter skip. So to say, like you can have like in the server chase, for example, you can have two people in like the moment the door closes, four people kill themselves, and the last two start the encounter, and four people who kill themselves spawn basically on the other side of the vault where the servitor can't get to you. You can start hitting this from right here. With the boss, there's boss cheese, which we're not gonna do. Doesn't have to, but
I think I patched that one actually. I patched one of them.
I hope so. It's not really like it wasn't that big of a cheese. It didn't have a wall for 18 anyways. There's no point doing it. But since everyone's here, I'll grab some coffee beans here in a second. This is the boss phase 1 and boss phase 2 encounter room right here. Some things that tie into boss phase 2, I will explain here in boss phase 1. Starting with this guy in the middle, this Titanfall looking Metal Gear Solid mech. This is guy in the middle is actually going to be the final boss. What's around him right now that has the colored dials, yes, it is a timer for this encounter. This machine that's building him right now is what's actually the boss. So this is what actually we're going to be doing damage to. However, you cannot do damage to this boss, quote unquote, by using normal weapons. This encounter cycles around being able to use tanks, and I'll get into how we spawn those here in a moment. If you guys follow me, I'm going to show you guys these charging points that come back into play. Unlike phase 1 with the first encounter though, with the berserkers, we don't have berserkers in this specific encounter just yet. It will be boss phase 2 that berserkers make their return. Actually, 1 second, got to make sure these guys are. I'm sorry, make sure these guys are back.
Is there anything I should be doing?
So I will give a recommended loadout. I highly recommend either Hammerhead or Thunderlord in your heavy. It depends because you guys, two of you guys being learners, I usually have the learners come down below because we split into 2 teams of 3. We have an upstairs team and a downstairs team. Downstairs team are going to be picking up buffs. These buffs will go in charging points to spawn tanks, while the upstairs team is basically just a supplementation of ad control. So it's gonna kind of suck a little bit for the person who's going to be learning to be up top because there's not a whole lot to do up top. Honestly, down below it's not really a whole lot different either. You're just killing ads down below and punching things. So there's not a whole lot you're missing out on. But like I said, when we do another run, when we do Scourge, if you guys want to do a position you've never done before, by all means, open to that. So, Boss, Killer, and Classic. If you guys want to come over, well, got you right here in front of me. If you guys want to make your way over to me, though, I will show you these key points of interest up top. Alright, So, charging points make their return. There are no batteries to pick up this encounter. Instead of batteries, we have phase radiances. Phase radiances are things that we are going to be punching if you are part of the downstairs team that come in the form of shapes. I'll go into that here in a moment, but whenever we get these shapes, we have to build a ×2 stack of each shape, meaning that each person down below has to punch the same symbol twice, so to say, and those phase radiances that we get, deposit them into these charging points. This is charging point number 3. The numbers for this encounter do not matter because there is no batteries that have numbers put on them. However, for boss phase 2 there is, so we're going to go off the charging points as if they are part of the boss phase 2 thing right now. So this is charging point number 3. You guys can hop on the Sparrow, follow me, be wary of the servitor that we're going to be passing, just try to drive by him. You guys sit back here at charging point number 1, this guy right here. It's going to hurt. And then off to the other side of spawn, number 3, this is charging point number 2. Once again, it does go clockwise. The one behind the servitor being 1, this one being 2, and the one across where we started at being number 3. So these are the charging points. The people who pick up phase radiances, i.e. being the downstairs team, we will assign between the 3 of us, whoever's going to go down, who is going to put in where. The reason why is because you don't want all 30 people who have radiances that have to spawn tanks to all go to the same one, because you won't be able to spawn tanks in there. So that's why we assign charging points. That's why I have the numbers listed out right now. So that way if I say, Goth, you go to 1, I go to 2, and I don't know, Chris, you go to 3. When we come up top to spawn for tanks, we all go to separate ones so we can spawn tanks. So, getting to the tank portion, once again, we have 2 teams of 3. We have 3 upstairs, 3 downstairs. We each kind of help each other out here. The upstairs team is more in control of when we can come back to top. The downstairs team, fuck, I'll just assign right now who's going to be downstairs. It'll be myself. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, is that you, Killer? Yep. Yeah, alright, so Killer, you can be up top with Dread and Neg, Classic and Reap. You guys are going to be down below with me. So, going down below, don't try to pull me really quick. Be like, oh cool, I'm going to go down below and do this. I get killed. Anytime there's an electrical field up, you cannot go through it. It will automatically kill you regardless. How we get rid of these electrical fields and how we start this encounter is by killing the servitor. A servitor does 2 things. First of all, it brings down the electrical field. 2, it resets generators down below. Down below, there's 4 generators total, and when we go down below for this training, this little training portion we're going to do, we're all going to stick together so I can show you guys the radiances, what the generators look like. Essentially, it's going to be a hard to kind of miss thing. However, when we go down below, in order for us to go down below, we need to kill the servitor. Servitor brings down the electrical field, and then we can go down below. Down below, there's going to be dregs at spawn, there's going to be a captain every so often, and then just a few ads in between. They're very, very manageable to deal with. Hammerhead down below is ideal just because more than likely you'll be dealing with an arc shield captain. If not, Hammerhead works very well too. So down below, in order for us to start getting to the position to spawn tanks, the 3 people down below are going to each punch a symbol. Down below, the symbols that we will come across are going to be a square, a circle, and a triangle. Each of them are color-coded, so one's pink, one's blue, one's white. They each have names. One's continuous for circle, one's parallel for square, one's angular for triangle. I don't really care that you memorize those right now, because it's not really important here, but just remember the shape you punched. Down below, there's 4 generators. 3 of them have those shapes. There is a 4th generator that, when you approach it, is going to be glitching out. It's going to be rotating, sparking red. It's going to be rotating through circle, triangle, and square. If you punch it, it's going to instantly wipe everyone. It's very easy to see. All these symbols down below are very easy to see. So if you approach one and it's glitching out, you know not to punch it. When we go down below, each of us has to punch a separate symbol. There's only going to be one circle, one triangle, one square. Once all 3 symbols are punched down below, we have to be able to punch a second one. In order to spawn tanks, you have to have a 2 stack of irradiance. In order for us to reset the generators down below, because we can't just go punch the red one, the upstairs team comes in. So the moment we punch a generator, it puts the electrical field back up, so we can't go back up top, and 2, it spawns a servitor. So once all 3 of us down below have punched a symbol, we're going to hang out the generators where we punched them at, and we're going to say, okay, I have mine, you have yours, okay, kill the servitor. Our team is going to kill the servitor. It's going to pop up a message saying phase generators reset, and it's also going to bring down the electrical field. However, we will not be going up top at that time. When the phase generators reset, meaning that the symbols are now going to respawn in, you're going to find your second symbol. Meaning that if you punch triangle the first time, you're going to look for a second triangle. If you punch square, you're looking for a second square, circle, second circle. It's as simple as that. If you punch triangle, circle, or square, and then you go to punch a second symbol, and it is different from what you punched the first time, you will die. So if you approach a generator down below, and you're like, oh, I have triangle, but that one's square, that's fine, just run past it. It is a gauntlet ring down below. You just keep running till you find the symbol that matches what you just punched, and then you punch it. Once you have a second one, you say, okay, I got my second one. They have their second one. Okay, cool, we all have our second one. Same thing as the first time, kill the servitor. Upstairs team kills the servitor, the electrical fields go down, and then this is where we come up. So down below, we want to make sure that we all punch 2 symbols of the same kind. Once all that's been done, the upstairs team will kill the servitor up top, bringing down the electrical field, and this is where the charging points come into play. So this is where I assign that, for example, VX myself will be number 1. So my charging point where I will put in my phase radiance is going to be behind the servitor. Reap, you're going to be charging point number 2, which is to the right of spawn, over there. And then Classic, you will be charging point number 3, which is to the left of spawn, behind this building. When we come up top, we will all go to our charging points. There's going to be maybe a few ads, maybe some shanks, whatever. We will all go up to our charging points, and I'll make sure everyone's next to it, and I will say go ahead and put in your charges. When you do this, it spawns tanks on each one. Perfect. You don't have to put them at the same time. You don't have to put them in, if I put mine in 10 seconds later than everyone else, it's fine. The reason why I want to try doing this in unison is to maximize the damage output. When you spawn a tank, it spawns with a timer. You don't see it until you hop in the tank, but if the tank sits there for 30 seconds unattended, it blows up. When you hop in the tank, you have 25 seconds. It is a perk above your super bar. It says Power Drake. It starts off at 25 seconds. Meaning that you have 25 seconds in this tank to do as much damage as possible. When the timer hits 0, that is when you will hop out. Don't hop out at 1, don't hop out at 3. The tank, when it hits 0, it will deplete the tank's health bar, and 5 seconds after the health bar hits 0 is when the tank will actually blow up. So if you hop out with 5 seconds left, you just lost out on 10 seconds of damage. So when the Drake hits 0 seconds left, that's when you want to hop out. Don't hop up beforehand. When we do damage to the boss in the middle, actually here, really quick, tank routes. If you're number 3, I recommend being number 3, that when you spawn your tank on that pad, you just drive straight forward, and then you just strafe back and forth, either left or right here. Or, if you don't want to strafe left or right, you can just go forward and back. When we spawn these tanks and start doing damage to this machine in the middle, the biggest threat in the tanks, aside from the shanks maybe, which the upstairs team will be taken care of, is that this boss fires mortars from the sky. These mortars are exactly like the ones you would see in a Cabal public event. They have the huge red lasers that shoot the ground, and then a bunch of missiles fly down. It's the exact same thing as a Cabal public event. So basically, when you're in a tank, the biggest threat you have to deal with is the mortars flying from the sky. But if you're at number 3, I recommend that you just drive straight forward, and you just strafe back and forth, shooting as much as you can. If you're number 2, it's a little bit easier for you, but you literally drive up in the middle and just drive forward and back, straight back and forth to dodge the mortars. Me being back there, I'll be doing the same thing. When doing damage to this boss, to maximize it's just a crazy amount of damage output, I'm sure you guys know about like the mini missiles and the drakes, if you guys have used them in missions before. But basically, you have the big tank shell that you use like how you normally, for example, fire your weapon, and then whatever your melee button, actually, I'm sorry, whatever your grenade button is the mini missile lock-on. These mini missiles, there's 10 missiles total, there's 3 tanks, there's 30 missiles that if they hit the boss around the same exact time, it will just deplete this boss's health bar very, very quick. So, when doing damage to this guy, when you guys get in position, you guys just, normal tank shells shooting the big shell, I will give a countdown. I will say a 3, 2, 1, shoot. When I say shoot, basically you're going to be locked on, so you'll be holding down your grenade button to lock onto the boss. You'll let go, and it'll fire all the mini missiles. I'll be doing this count throughout the entire damage phase. It'll be about 3 or 4 times I do it. I'll do a 3, 2, 1, shoot. Use your mini missiles in conjunction with shooting your normal missiles. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Over and over again until the timer for the tanks run out. When the timer for the tanks runs out, it is a rinse and repeat of exactly what we just did. When we go back down below, the biggest thing is that you do not have to punch the symbol set that you punched the first time. If I punch triangle twice the first time, I don't have to punch triangle twice the second time I go down. If I see circle, I can go punch circle, I can punch square. I'm not locked into any symbols at that point. The moment I punch a symbol, I am locked into that shape, and that's what I'm looking for on the second round of getting a symbol. Also, when you go down below, you want to make sure that your fire team, the people that are coming down with you, are down there with you, because if I go punch a generator and you two are not down below, it's going to put up the electrical field, and you guys aren't going to be able to get down below. Therefore, you guys aren't going to be able to get a phase radiance. So we're going to be missing out on a set of tanks for that. So when we go down below, you guys will hear me ask you, are you guys down here? Are you guys down yet? Yes, yes. All right, cool. Punch generator. We rinse and repeat. We get 2 symbols down below, match the symbols of course. Come up top, we go put it at the charging points, we spawn our tanks, we get in position, start doing damage, straight back and forth to avoid the mortars, 3, 2, 1 shoots, over and over again until this boss is dead. This is a very easy 2-phase boss, it is 1-phaseable as well, but this is going to be a 2-phase more than likely. The timer for the boss, the boss has 4 segmented health bars. In order to reset this timer on the boss to max, you have to do at least 25% damage each time, which is very, very, very easy to do. So that's how you reset the boss's timer for the encounter. Not a huge deal to really worry about. The up top people for was that it's not killer. Don't want to do it. Was it?
Yeah, it was me.
So up top, that will coordinate more, but between you guys up top, the biggest threat you guys, yep, the Shanks, hands down the Shanks. They're going to be, starting off, they're going to be Void at first. The second set that will spawn in, they're going to be Arc, and then the third set's going to be Solar. So up top, it's important to coordinate who's using a Thunderlord, who's using a Hammerhead, who's using what super to clear out the Shanks. The Shanks, of course, that you guys don't kill will be coming down below, and they're not terrible. They're inconvenient when you least want them to be. Down below, respect the drags. The ones with the Scorch Cannon, if you're getting lit up by a Scorch Cannon, kill that drag. Because there's a few of them down there. They spawn in pairs of 3 or 2. Those drags will fuck you up very, very quick. So don't be shy. You can basically run the entire gauntlet downstairs without killing really anything. But if you're at a generator and if you punch a symbol at that generator, you're just going to hang out there till the phase generators reset to see that maybe that generator is going to have your same symbol again. If not, you're basically going to be locking it down. When ads come up to you down below, if you're locking down a generator, just kill out the ads. If you need to use your super to stay alive or for whatever reason, you're not holding onto your super for anything in this encounter. use it as you need to stay alive, and clear out ads down below for us. Up top, same thing for you guys. Alright. That's pretty much all I have. Once again, when we do this, how we normally would do this is when we go down below, the 3 people split up and go to separate generators, but for training purposes, we will all go down together at one. Okay, the final thing, God, I always forget this. The final thing is that when you punch a symbol, it does give you a phase radiance. Like I said, you don't have to memorize it. However, if you are running past someone who has a phase radiance that is different from yours, which you will in this encounter, you will get a debuff called Tethered. It does nothing short of just killing you slowly. So if I have a phase radiance and I have to run past Reaper, I'm going to say, hey man, I'm passing you really quick, so that way you're aware that you're going to get tethered for a second. It doesn't increase damage output to you, it doesn't do anything like slow you down, it's just going to start killing you slowly over time. Same enemies. So anytime you run past someone who has a phase radiance that's different from yours, you get a debuff called Tethered, and it will start slowly damaging you. Alright, so just be aware that you don't get rid of it. So, it's not really a hard thing to deal with at all, to be honest. You're gonna end up running past each other anyways to get to where you need to go to. So it's not immediately gonna be a huge factor. It's an annoying thing to deal with if you're trying to run past ads and someone's running by you but they didn't tell you that they were. So it's just better to communicate so that way you're not caught off guard. Alright, so go ahead and rally up. I'll take you 2 down below with me.
Does someone have a hammerhead up top? Or void subclass?
Yep.
I have a void auto rifle, or I can go to a rocket launcher.
Wait for these guys to get ready.
I haven't actually tried rocket launcher here, to be honest.
Down below, I'll have Neg show you more, but they can either see where the server's at right now shooting at us. Like, so think of this like the north side of the map servitor, east, west, and then by the spawn room, that's where they will spawn in at. Alright, you 2 come down below with me.
Yeah,
okay, Falthaven's down below. Alright, so this guy right here, perfect. Do not punch this one. You see this guy right here? Red means scary. You see this guy? You completely ignore this one. Don't. No, red means scary. Ignore that one. Alright, so follow me. Sports can. Alright, perfect. Here's gonna be square. So if you guys look at it right now, you guys can see it's pink. That's gonna be circle. So Reaper, go ahead and punch that one. You now have continuous phase radiance. You see the pink aura around your whole body, the whole ring? That is the aura that you have. So if someone with another radiance runs through it, if they run through this ring, you guys' rings like interact each other, that's when the tethering happens. So you punch this generator, you hang out here and defend this generator. You come with me, classic.
Alright, let's see them up.
This one's going to be triangle. So go ahead and punch so go ahead and punch that one and then hang out here and defend that one. Yep. I'm gonna be punching mine in a second, so when I punch mine, I'm gonna tell them to kill the servitor. When it kills the servitor, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn around and you're gonna look at the generator. If it is the same symbol you just punched, you will punch it again. If it is not, you will run on to the next generator until you find your symbol. If you need to run past someone, let them know so they're aware. Other than that, you just keep running around until you find your symbol. When you get your second one, you will kind of hang out around your generator, which you guys can kill the server, by the way. I got mine. you guys will hang out when you guys get your second one until the second servitor is killed, and then we can go up top. Servitor offline, base generator is reset, so look at the generator that you just punched. If it is the same symbol as yours, punch it. If not, move on. Alright. So Goth, I'm gonna pass you really quick. Here's the tethered, by the way. Boom.
Shanks north.
Alright, so hang up by your stuff. Yep, Yep. I think triangle was just where I ran by.
Surgery.
Yep, go ahead and punch it. You guys got 2? Yeah, go ahead and kill the servitor. Alright, ran out of time. Alright, go to your chart.
We have one red spot left.
Right, Shanks
Yeah,
north.
go to your charging points. We might not be able to get it this time, it's fine. Let me know when you got next to your charging point. Yep, yeah, you can ride your Sparrow. Go ahead and put it in. You guys spawn in, hop in your tanks right away. Yeah, so that's the end. That's fine. But you guys see how it works down below, though. It's literally you find a generator, you punch your symbol. Once everyone has one, they reset it up top by killing the servitor. Once server's down, you just find your second symbol, you punch it, and once you have your second one, just let me know, let everyone else know down below that you're good to go. After that, they kill the server up top again. We all come up top, we coordinate spawning our tanks all together so we can maximize damage output, and then we just do damage in our tanks. Yeah, a lot of explaining, which made no sense until you're like, oh wow, that's actually really easy. It's a lot of explaining for nothing. You're like, wow, wow.
Remind me when we get to the second phase, I swap back to, well, because I got some light on.
Yeah, so could use vandals since they're annoying little shit.
Alright, perfect.
Alright, so when we go down below, we don't all have to go down the same one. Basically, we're gonna go down, we're gonna split apart and find the generators that we need to go to. As soon as you guys are all down below, let me know, and we will go ahead and punch after that. I'm down. Alright, so when you guys go find a generator, that means Gary, don't punch the red one, go ahead and punch. I got the square. Alright, you gotta get, alright, cool, you gotta get the perimeter, just hang out your generators. Yep. I recommend using your machine gun the entire time you're down here, if you have one. Generators reset, check to make sure that it's not yours. It is. Alright, I got my second one. Yep, just let me know when you guys get your second one, and I go ahead and kill the server. Alright guys, go ahead, head up top, hop on your Sparrow so you get out quicker. Head over to your charging points and let me know when you guys are at your charging points. Alright, and put in. Like I said, get into position to strafe back and forth in front of the boss. You ready to use missiles? 3, 2, 1, shoot. Three, 2, 1, shoot. Three, 2, 1, shoot. Alright, hop off your tanks. And head back down below. Let me know when you guys are down below. I'm down. Alright, go find a generator. It does not have to be the same symbol anymore. I got circle. Yeah.
Shanks north.
Go ahead and kill server when you guys can. That's fine. Catch his res. What symbol did you use, Reap? Alright, so when you respawn in, you're not gonna have a phase radiance. Look for triangle again, okay? Alright, that's the bad one. Triangles. I'm passing triangle. Yep, you find your second symbol, you punch it. Alright, Classic, I'm gonna pass you really quick. I got my second one. You got your triangle?
West. East.
Hey, you guys are good to kill servitor. So, Reap, come up top. You're not gonna be able to. Don't put your thing in just yet. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, you guys come up top. So you're not gonna be able to tank yet, Reap, just because you only have one phase radiance. So Chris, let me know ready. Yep. Alright, go. Live it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Three, two, one, shoot. That's fine. So catch his res, and then let me know when you guys are down below.
It won't let me pick up his res.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna res somebody ready.
That's fine. So technically we only need one tank. We're gonna place up like we normally would anyways. Let me know when you guys are down below.
Shanks west.
I'm down.
Alright, go ahead. Remember guys to look for triangle. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, can you guys catch the res on Meg?
Thank you.
Classic, you good?
Shanks north.
That's fine.
Nah, I got no rest on me.
I'll catch your res. Alright, Classic, you ready? Alright, go ahead. Punch, kill server, I'm sorry. Kill server.
Got solo Shanks coming down.
That's fine. Alright, do not punch us yet, I get your res first.
Thank you.
You have two, right? Or Reap, you have two?
Shanks east.
I got triangle.
You have two triangle already? Alright, that's fine.
What the hell is going on?
Alright, whenever you guys find your symbol, go ahead and punch it. I got my second one. That's fine. I can't get you rid of one. That's fine.
Okay, let's see. What are the two people running up top? We have one warlock and one
I'm using void.
warlock.
got Void on mine for killing. And it's only an auto rifle. And then solar for heavy.
Zero Warlock.
I can see if I can switch something.
Dread, you're a Warlock. Alright, Reaper, I'll probably just have you swap to Dawnblade, and I'll swap to Doorcaller for this. Dread. Sorry. Wait, no. Killer, that's, yeah. Killer if you swap to Dawnblade. Heavy... Do you have anything other than the Whisper? Like, a hammerhead or anything like that?
I have a hammerhead. What are we looking at? Solar or arc?
Void probably.
So Void, I have...
The rock launcher?
I have the hammerhead in Void.
Ah, perfect. I'll have you equip that, because I've got the Thunderlord.
Alright.
That should definitely help us with the shanks.
Okay. Any particular tree on the top of
I think it's on the expensive duration.
The bottom one.
Yeah.
Alright, is everyone ready?
Yep.
For fuck's sake.
That baby.
I swapped back to Dawnblade to check. No, relevant.
Alright, down below. I'm down. Alright, go ahead and punch on every 2 symbol. I got splitter. Hey, you guys are gonna kill the server?
down?
That's the bad one.
Cute.
Alright, I'm running by you.
And check these. Yeah, make sure to call the giants whenever you see them come up, so we are on level with their
You guys are good to kill the server. You ready to come up top? Alright, Sparrow's up. Shanks are... what? South?
south.
Alright, let me know you guys make your picking point.
There's the solar tank.
Alright, go ahead, put them in.
Solar.
Three, two, one, shoot. Three, two, one, shoot. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Watch out for your tanker. Alright, let me know you gotta break down below. I'm down. Alright, go ahead, find symbol, go ahead and punch it. That's where. Alright, go ahead and kill servitor. That's the bad one. Alright, perfect. Alright, I got mine. Second. There you go, conservator. Alright, go up top.
Shanks east, south.
And then you guys the next 3 point. Wait
Perfect.
for... I put in. Three, two, one, shoot. Three, two, one, shoot.
Yep.
Fuck it, we're doing it. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Nice. That was boss phase 1. The chest is going to be up where we came in at the very beginning. Save you! Alright. So, if you have a Whisper of the Worm, which is still the king of DPS in this guy, just for consistency, I recommend that you throw Whisper of the Worm on. Recommend for ranged weapons, you have at least a pulse rifle on, and then a shotgun somewhere in the mix. So I'm sure you guys can already hear our favorite enemy from the very beginning of the raid is back, Berserkers, which also implies that now we have batteries back into play. So, now give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab some coffee beans really quick. Yep. Give me like 30 seconds. Alright, cool. Alright, so boss phase 2. To put this as simple as possible, this is a cut and paste of the very first encounter with the Berserkers and everything in play, except we're going to cut that portion out and paste it into this encounter and just add a boss to it. A legitimate boss, the health bar, that is. So everything we did with the very first encounter, Berserker team stay the same, map team stay the same, nothing about this changed at all. Just the functions within what we do. For example, Berserker teams. There will no longer be all 4 people killing a single Berserker. Each Berserker team is responsible for their own Berserker, because in the added function of this boss has shields around his body that need to be taken out. Tanks do come into play for this, but tanks are used for one thing only, and that is to stun the boss, bring him down to his knee, and expose his weak spot. So, tanks do come into play only for that. However, if you try to shoot this boss and one of his 6 shields are still up, you will not be able to stun him, and it's just it's a pain. So once again, everything is a cut and paste the very first encounter, except now we just have a boss in here. I'll be back at the TV here in a moment. Once we recommend the loadouts here, if you're a Warlock, recommend that you act as a Wall of Radiance. Do not have Lunafaction boots on. If you're a Titan or a Hunter, I mean, you can use Golden Gun, stuff like that, because you can maximize boss damage and output for that. But I guess what I can explain right now is phase radiances will make its return in this encounter. Obviously, you guys down below, and then Killer up top. I'm sorry, why am I mixing your guys' name up so much? phase radiances do come into play, which means tether being a tether debuff also comes into play here, meaning that you need to be able to be mobile and respond quickly whenever you get a phase radiance. Phase radiance only comes in when the boss is stunned and we're doing damage to him, because it's not going to be a straight up damage phase where nothing's going to happen to us. We might have a few adds in between, but we are going to be getting phase radiances at some point throughout the actual damage phase. When we get phase radiances, I will show you guys after I show you guys what the Berserker spawn. The biggest thing about this boss is that phase radiances, if you're next to someone who has the exact same radiance as you, your damage output is tripled. This boss is very easy, very quick to kill if people move around to match with their phase radiances. The kicker is that your phase radiance can change or it may change. So during damage phase, you'll have phase radiance for about 2 or 3 damage cycles within a single damage phase. Let me rephrase that. Your radiance will change, maybe, twice in a single damage phase. You might be the same the entire time, it doesn't really matter. The biggest thing is that when, or if it does change, that you move around. Because if you are being a person who is tethering other people, it takes one person can tether 2 people. When you are tethered, you lose out on the damage triple output, and it will still slowly start to kill you. I'm back on my TV now, I can actually show you guys this shit. Basic map layout here. If you guys follow me over here, I'm going to show you guys the Berserker spawn locations. So starting over here, map team is where the chest is at, with rally flag at, that is the map room. In this encounter, at no point after this first Berserker gets killed will there ever be a charge that goes back to the map. It's either going to be a 1, 2, or 3 charge. Once again, this one is number 3 over here. This one's in the back where the server was at before, and number 2 is off to the right spawn. No other battery will ever go back up to the map aside from the one that we used to start the encounter. When the Berserker team's calling out, they are looking at the map as if they're looking straight down at a table, and they're giving you call out locations. So, for example, this one over here, the Berserker can spawn here, and this is called the bottom left. The Berserker will come down this way right here, and he is guarded by 2 red health bar marauders, not yellow anymore, but red. The goal is still to try to take up the health of the marauders because it will provide inconvenience for you and become very annoying very quick. This also is a really shitty location for Berserker because it doesn't provide a whole lot of room in here to get behind them. So when you go to bait this Berserker, it's important that you coordinate, that whoever you're with knows, so that way they can get position. But this is bottom left. You guys can hop on your Sparrow in here. Next location is middle left, is this person in here. There's a few points of entry. You can either come through this hole in the wall, you guys can come through the doorway, or you guys can come through the back up top way. Once again, multiple points of entry. It's more so for you to be able to either get an angle or kill the marauders quickly. Up here, this is the top left. Once again, same exact thing. You have 2 points of entry over here, one being the main way to walk in. I'll wait till you get over here, Chris, to show you. Oh, no, you're fine. So this right here, top left, 1 point of entry right here. You can also come in this way over here. However, I think just to tell you straight up, this is a waste of time if you come around this way. You have a lot of room in here to be able to jump behind the Berserker without having to worry about taking this way over here, but it is still an option. Moving on, the next location is top middle, or sometimes we will say to the right of 1, because, I mean, charging point number 1 is right here, and this is to the right of it. But just know that top middle or to the right of 1 is this person over here. Once again, multiple points of entry. You either come up top right here, you can come through the entryway, or you can go around to the right-hand side and go up through here. Next one is top right. Top right is just right here. Once again, 3 points of entry. You can either go in the main way right here, you can come up top over here, or you can even go from over here. It just depends on the vantage point that you need to get to take out the Berserker Shield and the Marauders. And then last but not least, the other pain in the ass one is bottom right. This one's annoying because the Marauders will come in here and they will hide around corners, and essentially you're going to have to come in here and try killing them along in conjunction with the Berserker trying to suppress you. So just be mindful. You can hop up top to get a better angle if you need to. Is solely up to you. Just be aware that if someone's going to be baiting him, it's probably best that you guys just stay on the ground. I've only went up top, I think, once. It's just easier to stay on the ground. You can use this pillar for cover if he starts trying to suppress and shoot you and your teammate's not in position yet, it's fine. But this is bottom right. So order of flow of this, Berserker Team 1 will be the ones going, obviously we're going after the first Berserker, so myself and Reap will be getting a call at location. Him and I will go to our Berserker, we will kill our Berserker. Once again, he picks up first, he'll get a number, I pick up second, I get my number, we head over to ours. What Berserker Team number 2 is going to be doing, since they're not going to be going after Berserker actively, is they're going to be working on the boss's shield in conjunction with the map team. Boss's shield, there are 6 of them total. 2 of them are on his back, one's on his armpit, one's on his shoulder, and then 2 are on his knees. To give you guys an idea, one's right here, one's right here. The armpit or ribcage one is right here. The shoulder is this little Lego looking block right here. And then the 2 on his kneecaps. These shields, quote unquote, are giant white splotches on his body. Put simply, it is very hard to miss. A single shot with a Whisper of the Worm with Whispered Breathing will take out a single shield. So be mindful of that. Also, the boss during the encounter will be mobile, he will be moving around, and he will also lock on to people and perform specific attacks. Mainly, he's just going to be shooting you with a gun, but it's either going to be a cannon, a mortar, or something else. When the boss is specifically locking onto someone, as in he is stationary or he's using his jet backpack and floating up in the air, whatever the case might be, on his backside somewhere, there's a few spots that might be glowing orange. There's actually 3 of them. This spot right here might be glowing orange, this spot right here might be glowing orange, or the back of this spot right here might be glowing orange. These don't stun, these don't count as a shield break. However, the way that you can extend the duration of this encounter is that if he is locking onto someone and shooting them and he has an exposed orange spot on his weapons or his backpack, his jetpack, if you shoot it, just a single shot with a Whisper of the Worm without Whispered Breathing will interrupt it and it extends the duration of the encounter. It's not a priority. We can go through this entire encounter without stunning him once and be just fine. But just bear in mind, if you're Berserker Team number 2 and you guys are working on the shields and waiting for Team 1 to get done with their stuff, and you start locking on and shooting the map team with the mortars or whatever, you guys can shoot whatever's glowing orange. It will interrupt his attack and extend the duration of the encounter. Alright, Berserker Team 1, going back to that. We kill our Berserker, we pick up our charges, we get our calls, we start moving. Anytime a Berserker gets killed, this is important. This is if you guys have done Last Wish, I brief Hobgoblins like no other because Hobgoblins are a fucking nightmare. Vandals are the Hobgoblins in this raid. Anytime a Berserker goes down, 4 Vandals will spawn. One spawns in the roof over here in the back, one spawns inside the green building over here, and then in the front, the yellow building in front of the map, and then the green balcony where Killer is at. 4 Vandals spawn, and they need to become priority because they will snipe you at the most inconvenient of times. Also, Vandals being up during damage phase, you can be rocking out some hardcore damage, triple damage output, Whispered Breathing inside a Well of Radiance. That's perfect, except for when you're getting flinched by a Vandal that was left alive. So, Team 2, when the Berserker goes down for Team 1 and Team 1 gets their callouts, before you guys leave from back here, because you guys will basically post up back here, you guys want to make sure you take out the Vandals in the back. The one that spawns on the roof over here, and the one in the green building. If the boss is lighting you up, just move around. If you guys can't take care of the Vandals, it's fine. By the time me and Reap, for example, put our batteries in, his knives, our job changes. We basically take your guys' spot, we take out the rest of the shields, and then whatever Vandals spawn in, when you guys kill your Berserker, we'll kill the Vandals that spawn. The map team, Dread and Nag, will take care of the front 2 buildings, and then the Berserker teams are responsible for the back 2 buildings. So, Goss, I'm going to retouch up on that. Whenever you and I put our batteries in, you and I are responsible for whatever shields are up, and taking out the Vandals in the back whenever they spawn up. Vandals do not just disappear because there's one already there. If there's one set of Vandals up, I mean there's like one on the building, a second will spawn as soon as the Berserker's killed. If you kill a third Berserker, there'll be 3 up on the roof. So it's best just to take these guys out because they only spawn in when the Berserker is killed. When you guys are taking down the shields on the boss, he does like to lock on and track certain people. You can use that to manipulate the boss's positioning as in turning his body, so that way you guys can shoot the shields. If his rib cage is up, or whether his armpit, whatever, and he's targeting me, for example, Goth, you can get into a position and I can make him turn his body towards an angle to where you can shoot his armpit and take out his shield. Because he will lock on to certain people throughout the encounter and just fire straight at them. When the second Berserker team kills their Berserker, they get their callouts. We kill the Vandals, cool. When the second Berserker team puts in their charges, it spawns tanks at every location. Only one person needs to hop in the tank. There's no reason to have anyone else but one person hop in the tank designated. For example, I'll hop in the tank for this. The only purpose of the tank is to shoot the boss, to bring him down to his knee, to expose his chest, and to shoot his weak spot. That is the only purpose of the tank. You're not missing out on anything, you're not doing damage with anything using the tank. It is literally there to shoot the boss, to bring him down to his knee, to do an actual damage phase. When the tanks spawn in, everyone will meet up by the map room, basically where we came in at, and we will stage out our damage phase from the map room. I'll go into him being an asshole here in a second if he moves around, but I will show you guys how we will set up for a damage phase in front of the map room. Ideally, the boss will be in front of the map room at a good angle for us to maximize damage output. Sometimes he moves around, but to simulate it, we'll just act as if the boss is where he's at right now in the middle, not doing anything. When we set up, this is where the phase radiances come in. The boss, when we shoot him, goes down to one knee, exposes a servitor in his chest, damage phase begins. The servitor in his chest, you do not need to shoot the servitor in the eye. You can just shoot the servitor anywhere in his chest, and it counts as a crit shot. So don't worry about shooting the dead center of his servitor in the eye. Just shoot the giant blue ball in his chest anywhere, and it counts as a crit spot. At some point, the boss will be going down, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. His cannon on his shoulder will start glowing white. When it starts glowing white, this is where the phase radiances are about to come in. It will glow white, it will release an EMP shockwave, and all of a sudden, all 6 of us in here have phase radiances. Rather than us run around with chickens with their head cut off, we have pre-designated locations where each phase radiance will stand. Keep in mind, there's continuous, there's angular, and there's parallel. There's no symbols this time, it's just the names, continuous, angular, parallel. How we set up is Berserker Team 1 will set up as if they are continuous. Continuous will always set up to the left, so for example, right here. Map Team will act as if they're angular. Map Team will set up right here. And then Berserker Team number 2 will act as if they are parallel, and they will set up, well, basically right here on the ground, not really on the ledge. But you guys will set up right here. This is how we will initiate a damage phase. This is how we will be standing when we begin damage phase. When we begin damage phase, there's no phase radiances until his cannon on his shoulder flashes. When it flashes, everyone gets a phase radiance, and you move to the corresponding spot predetermined by which radiance goes there. For example, like I said, continuous is left, angular is like back, mid, and parallel is to the right. So if you have continuous, you set continuous. If you go from continuous to parallel, simply stop shooting, head over to parallel location, and just start doing damage from here. You go from parallel to angular, stop shooting, head over to angular location, aim back at the boss, and start shooting. That's literally all you have to do. There's going to be wells of radiance to maximize damage output as well, of course, too. But that is a damage phase. You literally, the moment you get a phase radiance, you check it out to see that you're in a location that matches it. If not, you stop shooting, you move to where you need to move to, and you start doing damage again. These spots are spread out well enough to where you will not get tethered by anyone else with phase radiances. keep in mind each person is going to be having a, there's going to be 2 people that are going to have each kind of radiances, so 2 continuous, 2 parallel, 2 angular. So as long as everyone's someone who has the same phase radiance, which we will be, you'll have triple damage output. After a damage phase is over, the boss will stand up, his chest closes, and we will rinse and repeat exactly what we just did. Berserker Team 2 goes to the back, they start breaking the shields. Berserker Team 1 goes after their Berserker, Map Team does Map Team stuff. The shields do go back up, so bear that in mind. And then we just rinse and repeat. With a damage cycle, and the off-chance boss is being a complete dick, he will sometimes be off to the left or right-hand side of the map. If we have to move over to the left-hand side of the map, we will set up the exact same way we set up the surrounding map room. Continuous will always set up, Berserker Team 1 will always set up as if it's a little bit left. Angular will set up as if it's a little bit back mid. And then parallel will set off a little bit off to the right. We will set up the exact same way we set up no matter what, no matter where we go, based on where the boss goes to. So if I say go move over to the left-hand side, that means we're going to be setting up over here to do damage. Go over to the right-hand side, same thing. No matter what, we will always go off to the left, angular back mid, and parallel off to the right. It's a lot of information. Once again, you guys saw how easy boss phase 1 was. Despite how much I explained shit. You guys have any questions? We need to grab a glass of water. That was a lot of talking shit. Fuck.
Yeah, just the same thing.
Is he watching the stream?
Yeah, but he's got the window open. I'm not sure he's watching it right now. Richard did you?
Yeah. Alright, so once again, recommend the low notes. I recommend you have a pulse rifle or something that's a medium to long range to shoot vandals with, slash marauders. If you have like a secondary shotgun, kilos, badlanders, whatever the case might be, I highly recommend you use that. And if you're heavy, like I said, I recommend having Whisper the Worm on if you guys have it. If you guys have the catalyst, when we do damage phase, even when you move around, proc Whispered Breathing. That extra 72% of damage will make a hell of a difference in the long run. You're doing almost 100,000 damage more per shot with Whispered Breathing versus if you weren't. Even if you have to wait 2 seconds for it to proc or 2 seconds, it's a lot more damage output. So even when we move, just make sure you guys proc it. Good to go. Alright. Without further ado, make sure you guys have your classes set up. And then we will rally to the flag. Map team will once again be the ones to pick up the charge to start the encounter. Reap between you and I. If the shields are all down on the boss, we go to swap up team 2. If all the shields are down, you and I are more of a free reign to go ahead and help those guys out. So you and I can go help them kill their berserker, or one of us can go help them while the other one's vandals. Essentially, if all the shields are down, we're kind of free reign to help out wherever we need to help. But until the shields are down, our objective remains to take out the shields. Usually, map team, when we flip the encounter, map team will take the aggro from the boss, so they will be shooting the boss right away. So that way, he's looking at them. So that way, the Berserker team 2, you guys shoot the backs and give you the armpit. If not, doesn't really matter. But usually map teams take the aggro a little bit. They usually take out the knees and the shoulder. Backs usually go down pretty quick. The armpit is usually the one that's a pain in the ass, but it's workable. Alright. I'm gonna go bait. Alright, map team. Alright, so, okay, Reed, go ahead and hop on your Sparrow and get ready.
Alright, bomb left.
Oh, gross. Alright, we gotta hook around. I recommend going in here if you're shotgun right away, because these guys are assholes here, man. Alright. You're out baiting. I pick up.
What? 2.
Perfect. The 1.
Next boss is top mid. Dread, if you can, take out the snipers.
The one top one. No. Yep. Number one is like top middle. Yeah, that's fine. You might be able to make it work.
Buffs off to your left, guys.
Alright, so Classic and Killer, you guys are good to go with your guys' next Berserker. So your guys' Berserker top middle. Top middle is this guy over here. Yep. This is your guys' Berserker right here. I'll help you guys out. Killer pick up first.
2. And 3.
Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna need one more battery, by the way. Hey, Killer, swap out Dread in the map room for a second. Dread, where's next Berserker at?
Next Berserker's top left.
Up left. Shoot the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be white.
So, Jeanette, whenever you're on map, if you're not making the callouts, make sure that you take care of the snipers. Those are your first priority. Don't worry about the dread or the soldier that comes in. I'll be taking care of those. Just make sure you get the snipers on the left and the right side.
Yeah. And then Killer, for you guys in the back. Yeah, Killer Classic. Whenever she says next Berserker location, as soon as you guys take out the Vandals, go ahead and head straight for the Berserker. Because you got myself and Reap, him and I will supplement in for you guys to take out the rest of the shields if there's any left. Yeah, so we'll build a supplement for you guys. You guys go take care of your Berserker. That way, we don't have to hit any type of time constraint with the boss.
What do you call again the spawn for the Berserker right next to 1?
Top middle.
Top middle? Okay.
Yep. So just to reiterate, charging point number. Oh Jesus Christ. Charging point number 1 is the very back mid. Charging point number 2 is to the right of the map room. Charging point number 3 is to the left of the map. Remember, it goes clockwise order. Alright, coffee. Sweet. Make a cup really quick. Alright, perfect. What's up, baby?
The wind in your mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I always give you the little blue thingy back.
It's the high speed. Alright, I'm gonna go bait. I'm not team.
top left.
Marauders are down, I'm gonna go bait. Alright, go ahead.
2. Both of you 2.
Alright, so you guys take out the Vandals, and then head over to the Berserker, as you called it.
Next boss is top right. Fuck off.
Not that one, not that one. Killer's the next one over.
Yep.
You're at top mid. There you go. Alright. The shields are still up. Armpit, I got it. Shields down. Goth, you can go ahead and help those guys out. Kill the Berserker. I'll take care of the Vandals in the back. And respawn in.
Three. 3. Next one is 1.
One's at VX, 3 is on the other side of the map. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, map room, shoot the boss, get his aggro, and everyone else rally up at the map room area. Do not hop in. Just go back to the map. Only one person needs to hop in. It's gonna be a little bit long range, but let's make it work. Oh man, he's so far away. Alright, I'll shoot. Yeah, I'll shoot him in a second. Hopefully he gets the brick. Why is he being a dick? Oh my god, dude. I gotta shoot him. Thanks for the plug. Alright, set up. Remember, Phase Radiance doesn't come in just yet. Get ready for it. Alright, Phase Radiance. Move around as you need to. Yep. So that's him being an asshole, by the way. Alright, rinse and repeat. Yep. Watch out for Vandals.
Alright, boss is top left again.
Top left, perfect. Depending, like, if he's up close, this boss doesn't usually want to face. He's being a complete dick. I'm gonna bait.
One. Both of you 1. Next boss is top right.
Top right, the same as before. We'll take care of the Vandals, you guys just go ahead. Yeah, and I'm gonna get him to turn his armpit towards you. I need you to shoot it.
Alright.
Guardian down.
Alright, done.
Shields down.
1. Both of you 1.
Alright, both of you guys 1. I got the knife Vandal. Alright, when you guys put in, head back up to the map. Oh, perfect. He's in a good spot. Yep. So went out to the map area. Map team teaching him to keep his aggro, please.
Just moving back.
Alright, I'm hopping in right now. Alright, let's go. Move around as you guys need to.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. I meleeed the dragon right in front of us, and I was doing 10,000 damage per shot. Alright,
Nice.
final encounter. RNG. Anarchy, 21? No anarchy this time.
We got another bellowing giant.
Is the raid exclusive grenade launcher, and it's actually really fucking good.
Alright guys, I gotta put my kid to sleep. I thank you so much for letting me jump in there again.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Alright.
Congrats.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Right. Yeah, so really quick raid, very easy. Obviously, I took a lot longer to explain things than what it took to actually clear the encounters. But just really give you guys an underlying ground basis for how the raids usually are run within the clan. With experience runs, we might do things a little bit different. Like we're gonna throw melting points in there, make the boss one phase. We might get, instead of setting up Wells Radiance, way back from the boss. Like if he moves to the back like that, we're gonna get right up on his ass and set up a little bit differently. Like it just depends. But the Sparrow Racing encounter, you guys can only get better at it by doing it more and more. Other than that, if you weren't on map team, everything with this raid is a little bit interchangeable. It's not like Last Wish, where Last Wish there's a lot of shit that changes depending on what you're doing. Everything in here is you're either going to be, for example, punching a generator and killing ads, or you're going to be killing ads and calling out things from the map. That's pretty much the interchangeable part for this. Aside from that, there's really not much more to this. Map team has its own little stresses to go through because they have to lock down the map and deal with shit of their own while everyone else is doing their own thing. So the biggest thing is that whenever you guys do another scare trade, be patient with the map personnel. I got Meg and I sit right next to each other, so I can see her TV, and yes, she's a little busy, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to look over and see, but even so, be patient with the map team just in case they can't get the call-outs to you guys right away.
Yeah.
You guys won't have to sit through me explaining, you guys won't have to sit through me explaining shit again, unless you guys are in a teaching run. I promise I don't talk this much any other time. I promise.
Now Chipper's gotta win it.
But congrats on your guys' first for doing it once again, easy raid. If you guys see any experience rounds you guys want to hop in, by all means, put your name down for it. And if you guys want to do another position aside from, killing Berserker, which only leaves the map room, I mean, by all means, you guys are welcome to it.
You're also welcome to join whenever we post up for teaching rates. You're welcome to join as experienced people. You can basically do what Philly did, or what Dredd did. Just sit back and help out.
Welcome to
Alright guys, I'm gonna hop out party. Congrats though on you guys' clears, by the way.
Thanks for teaching me.
Yeah,
Welcome, guys.
alright. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Are you guys gonna go eat? And then I'll probably hop back on afterwards. I'll be posting up in Discord if I do anything.
Okay.
Nuts.